Lucero Love. This is our my show that basically focuses on elevating the human experience, one life at a time through transformation and leadership. And I have with me today Coach Leotis Hightower, one of my very first clients and someone who's become a very dear friend. How are you, Leotis?
I am great, thank you. How are you doing, Dr. Helmut?
So very well. Welcome, everyone. I want you to get to know Leotis a little bit. Leotis, tell the audience a little bit about who you are.
Well, I'm Leotis Hightower, grew up in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Grew up to a single mother of four. Kind of lived in a scarcity environment that was filled with trauma and violence, and wanted to use that as a platform to elevate myself. And left Oklahoma City at the age of 18, joined the United States military. Served this great nation for more than 20 years. And after that, I decided to start discovering what I really wanted. So along that journey, man, I got into concert promotions. I got into starting, being an entrepreneur. Started a signing company. My wife and I started a health and wellness company. We got involved in politics. And actually, before then, I was married for almost 10 years, got divorced, didn't think I would ever get married again. And married my now wife, who I actually met probably more than 20 years ago. When I first laid eyes on her, I told her she possibly can be my wife. And we've been married now for 3 years. And since then, man, we've been traveling the world. Been able to learn so much about myself. We went to Honduras and met the late Dr. Sabi's family, learned so much about the healing herbs properties, traced our lineage back to Africa, went over there and was able to meet the president as well as our family over there. Got involved in our local politics here, and we're part of an organization called Pure Justice that focuses on um, equal opportunity when it comes to just economics, social reform. I've been able to get some bills passed in regards to cannabis and CBD here in the state of Texas by working with our state representative. And since then, man, I've been just helping men grow and keeping families together. So I started what was called the Real Man Talk, which started off as a podcast, Helmut. It started off as just talking about, the healing herbs of CBD. And from there, it evolved into me talking to men and helping men grow. And then from there, we started traveling the country, doing seminars and workshops. And I realized there was really a need to help men grow and evolve. I was running to men that was having challenges and difficulties and how to move on after divorce. And a lot of these men I ran into was single fathers. Myself, I was a single father in the military with three kids, which was one of the most scariest and challenging moments in my life. Matter of fact, it was probably scarier coming back from the Iraq War than it was just being a father. But it actually had opened me up to so many possibilities. And since then, I've just been on this journey to discovering myself and being the best version of myself.
I applaud you. So for those in our audience, if you relate to having life challenges, put relate in the comments. I will say, Leotis, what is so great about having worked together with you is that we just talk about our past. We talk about our traumas, and we talked about what we've overcome so easily. So many people are scared to talk about these types of things, but they're so key to our leadership and key to our transformation.
Yeah,
Um,
it also has been the pivotal point for our growth as well, man.
I agree. I agree. So let's talk a little bit about the work we've done together. Let's talk first about the life assessment and sort of giving you a 12-pointed view as to who you are and where you are in certain things. Tell me about what that did for you.
So the life assessment actually gave me more clarity. I have done many assessments in regards to this personality assessments, but this actually PEP assessment and working with you, Dr. Helmut, you was able to actually go through the different stages. And I also seen where I was weak and where I was strong at. And because of that, man, I've been able to focus on those weaknesses, which is elevating my leadership. So I will say it was very instrumental in regards to those who's looking to inspire themselves and make themselves once again the best version of themselves. So the PEP actually helped me in regards to my decision making, my commanding style, as well as my confidence. I was very competent, but sometimes didn't feel confident in certain areas. And this where the PEP actually helped me. And having a great coach such as yourself to go detail into this was just instrumental, man.
awesome. And now you're creating your business.
Yes, yes.
You are. Let's talk about your 30-day life shift. So Leotis did a 30-day program with me, focused on vision, focused on your being and the assessment, and focused on our habits. Talk a little bit about what that was like for you.
That was life changing. As you know, it was me, you, and another person that was in a container. And some of the life changes was just getting up early. Um, and as we was getting up early, we was making our declarations. We was being a different version of ourselves. Actually, I was able to kick a habit. I'm open to say and tell people I love cannabis. However, I realized it was a factor that was actually slowing me up. So I was able to actually, kick the, I ain't gonna say kick the habit, but reduce the habit. And not so much of a habit. I want to make sure it wasn't a habit. And one thing about me, I do not like to be controlled. I've been controlled for many years by serving, once again, this great nation. So me and somebody else in the container was able to work on some of them things. So I was able to get up in the morning, walk my dog. As I'm walking my dog, I was able to have amazing conversations with God and with these amazing people such as Dr. Helmut. I was able to practice just being that person I want to be, feeding myself good nourishment in regards to just good spiritual feeding, good affirmations. And within that 30 days, man, I was able to notice amazing change in myself, not only in myself, but actually those around me. I was able to find myself slowly pulling away from things that didn't serve me. So the 30 days, man, was very impactful and actually was eye-opening as well.
I'm so happy. And it was so great to watch you shift and change and prioritize things differently in your life. I'm very, very proud of you. It was
Thank,
amazing to watch.
thank you.
Now, you also participated in actually the full extension program, which is really the full comprehensive journey that I provide. And we do that with an additional 4-month journey through some transformation work. Talk a little bit about what that 4 months was like for you.
Oh, wow. So that 4 months was very challenging. Let me say that. I was in this program with people from all walks of life across the world. Matter of fact, we had a pretty big class. It was probably about 160 people that started out, and at the end, probably only about 93 actually finished. When I say it was intense, it was very intense to the point that I wasn't for sure how I was going to work within my family lifestyle because I'm trying to still balance family and work and being an entrepreneur. However, it was so instrumental, man, that my wife actually ended up joining the program, and she's in the program, and she will be graduating next month. But I will say, being in that program, man, it helped me become more vulnerable.
Yeah.
It helped others around me to become more vulnerable. And I was introduced to this class looking to elevate my business. I was trying to make more money. I said, I need more money, I need more connections. But I found this program and I was listening to various people speak about how this program was giving them more connections with their families, with their friends. And as I'm hearing these people, I'm like, what are they talking about? So I started inquiring about it at this program. This was in Austin, Texas last year, November. And a friend of mine actually invited me to the event. And I signed up. And as I signed up, I said, man, I hope this do not rock my marriage because I'm already not giving time because I'm really trying to elevate this business. But I would say it was the totally opposite. When I say it's totally opposite, the person that invited me ended up joining. And as he joined, I was able to watch his transformation, as well as my transformation, as well as yours, Dr. Helmut. We was able
Yeah.
to be in this container for 4 months, and we was able to be as vulnerable as we wanted to be. However, it was still work. When I say it was work, we're talking about people that's running corporations, multi-million corporations that was able to give up their time. And they gave up their time because they wanted that better connection and that family, that lifestyle of just having connection and being genuine. And since then, man, I'm still connected with some of these, actually, majority of these people across the world, and we're still working together. So, Hamilton has been life changing for me because once again, you and I, we're friends, man, and because of that, you and I have been able to get more of an understanding, and we're now building, and I'm still building with some of these people in that container. So that 4 months, man, has been very life changing.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about you, but I find that you go in thinking, I just want, let's say, wealth in your business, right? And then you really come out realizing you have many limiting beliefs
Yeah.
from childhood, from your teens, from your own self. And then you realize you didn't just want wealth, you wanted wealth in relationship, you wanted
Right.
wealth in connection, you wanted wealth in health, right? So there's so many definitions of what wealth is.
Yes.
So speaking of wealth, we did do, there's another thing you participated in, which was a financial empowerment piece, which is really around financial education. Talk a little bit with the audience about why financial literacy and knowledge is so important to loving yourself and leading yourself.
Great question, Dr. Hamill. So many people, when we look at wealth, we look at the monetary value. It's bigger than money. However, with the financial piece, depends on what you're trying to do. You need that tool to make a difference. So, reason why I need that tool because I'm wanting to make a difference across the world. And with the money that I'm making, I can't do it. So that's where financial literacy comes in at. At the same time, it made me be more intimate with my finances. So I had to go back and look at my finances like, man, I'm not really being intimate in detail because I'm having these 495s, 595s, different transactions leaving my account. However, just because I have the money to let it go, don't mean I should be just letting it just frivolously just leave. So becoming more intimate with my finances, man, it has really helped me look at financial literacy completely different. And I realized I wasn't intimate with my finances. And at the same time, I had to now pivot and realize if I'm talking about running this major corporation and I want to help people across the world, I have to be more detailed. So actually, it gave me more insight into what I was doing and what I wasn't doing, as well as is the money that I'm spending on certain things really of value? Because I'm one of them people. I'm a junkie for knowledge, Doctor Love. So because of that, man, I'm probably in 3 or 4 different programs. But I have to really ask myself, is this program really helping me at this time? Do I really need this program? Matter of fact, there's a couple programs I probably need to cancel. Matter of fact, some of them I have canceled. But
Yeah.
now I'm in this interview, I'm thinking I don't even use that program. But sometimes we do not want to lose what we have because it's marketing. And if I know if I get out this program, the price is going to be completely different. However, it's not serving me at this moment. So it's like wasted money that's just going down the drain. So thank you for actually introducing me to that because that actually helped me in another area of my life when we're talking about wealth building.
Right. And when we talk about vision, we talk about the 6 different points of vision. One of those is in money, right? We often miss the opportunity to love ourselves and love others through diligence in our money. And in reality is it's just an extension of our energy, right? It's just an
That's
extension of
it.
us.
That's it.
Absolutely. So tell me, for people who are out there who are on the fence about shifting their life, on their fence about investing in this, you are a well-seasoned professional who'd already gone through the military. You have a strong faith basis. You have financial success. What is it about investing in life shifting later in life, as we both are, that you think is so valuable? And what would you encourage someone who's like, I'm not sure about that? What would you tell them as to why they should make an investment like this?
Well, first of all, you all, it's a major investment. It's a major sacrifice. When I retired from the military back in 2014, I decided I was going to start to do things that I wanted to do. So I was always fascinated with entertainment. So I decided to get in concert promotions. When I got into concert promotions, one of my first events I did was a T-Pain concert in Oklahoma City. Now, it was actually a bus, man. I think I invested, just be transparent, I think I invested $7,000. However, that overall budget was much bigger than that. I went in with some partners. But what it did, it actually gave me insight into understanding people, contracts, negotiations. I was able to see more things on a bigger scale. Actually, before I even joined the military, I was working at a historically black-owned newspaper called the Black Chronicle newspaper. Just so happened that person actually owns what's called Perry Publishing, which is a radio station. And Mr. Russell Perry, I thank him to this day because he actually took a shot on me. And by him taking a shot on me, he's actually a pioneer in the AM radio and does things across America. But however, I was able to see how entertainment and concert promotions and radio worked on the backside. So when I actually entered this deal to do this concert, I went to them And they said, I wish you would have came to us before you did this because we could have gave you insight. However, I learned so much from that. So I say this to say that when I did that, it gave me insight, man. But it also it wasn't a success, but because it wasn't a success, it was an amazing lesson. Also, with that being said, I decided I wanted to get in real estate. End up investing more than $10,000 in real estate. Went to California, learned so much about real estate. And I got a I think my wife and I we got a couple properties. But I'm saying this to say that you all, my investment into myself has been what's been helping me and my family elevate. And you have to be willing to make that investment. I'm always investing in myself. This year, I probably spent probably almost $15,000 just investing in myself. And that may be conservatively speaking, it may be more than that. But you have to be willing to spend the investment. And I would tell you, it's one of them times that it's one of them things that sometimes you don't always have the resources, but I would tell you, every time I invest in myself, it comes back to me tenfold. Whether it's investing in relationships and knowledge and the lessons. But because of that, man, I can tell you I have learned so much. And even with the concert wasn't a success, but it opened up doors for me to do other things. And matter of fact, I ended up doing other concerts. I got into comedy. And from there, man, I've been able to build relationships with some of the greatest comedians out there, man. So it goes back to relationship building. And because of that, just investing that time and those resources, even the program you and I was in, truth be known, I really didn't have the resources at that time, but I took a gamble on myself. And because of that, I'm telling you all, it's paying off. But you have to be willing to invest in yourself. If you're not going to invest in yourself, who is going to invest in you?
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And it's one of those things that we don't stop learning, but the
No.
fact that I have discovered a way to actually create programs to help people is
Yes.
so exciting because you take all the life lessons you've already had and you get to pour them into other people. And you're right. It's a choice to make the investment in yourself.
Yes.
All right, Leotis. So this has been great, and I don't want to keep our audiences
It's
too
over
long.
already? It's about to be
Right,
over? Oh,
right,
wow.
but I do want to talk to you about what is your final advice for audience members on how to best live out love, how to best approach the rest of your life to make it successful.
Man, we only have one life to live, okay? One life to live. Make it count. Do not live life with regrets. Do not live life saying, I wish I would have did this. Do it now. I'm 47 years old, man. I'm looking back at people that I'm either working with or mentoring and wishing like, man, I wish I would have did this back then. Life is too short, man. People are leaving us. The world is steady moving. AI is coming in. And just traveling the world, I can tell you all, it's so much out in this world. It's so much out in this world. Take advantage. And also, by taking advantage, be authentic. Be vulnerable. Don't be scared to be vulnerable. I know due past hurt and trauma, man, it calls us to retreat and not to be open and calls us to be guarded. But I would tell you, man, since I have been vulnerable and genuine, and being vulnerable versus ignorant is two different things. You can be vulnerable, but still be aware, okay? Still be very intelligent. Be very, I'm not gonna say guarded, but just be aware. But man, don't let your life go by, man. There's people that I'm coaching that's in their 60s and 70s that wish they would have did things in their younger years. We only have one life, and the best thing about this one life is you get to live life as a human. We get to do things that animals and creatures can't do. We get to create these robots that's now slowly taking over. Life is great, man, and life is all about what you make it. And I also would tell you, man, create that ecosystem that you like. I'm creating the people and friends that I want to work with, that I want to be around with. And I would tell you all, it has been amazing. It's amazing because now I'm actually creating my dream. My dream is to work with family and friends making an impact across the world. And as you see, I'm doing it right now just with Dr. Love. This is one of many people that we're making an impact with. Life gets to be fun. Even doing this is fun. I'm loving life, and I hope this message and this video can touch thousands. And I hope y'all can be inspired by what Dr. Love is doing, what I'm stating. I'm living it, you all. I'm living it. I'm not perfect. I'm striving to be perfect every day. I'm striving to be happy. But You only have one life. So don't waste any more time. Invest in yourself.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I want to encourage our audience members to just know that there are people like Leotis and I who are out here serving men and women, people who want to take their lives up to the next level. And really, that's what Waking Up to Your Life Magic is all about, realizing that your life truly does matter because you are the source of a ripple, right, in the pond of life. And the things that you do now are going to have great generational impact on the people around you. So don't belittle your life. Take the investment, make the time, and make the world a better place. Thank you so much, Leotis, for joining me
Thank you.
today.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
I
Hope
appreciate you.
everyone's doing great today. Talk to you later. Cheers.